Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sohile Ali Show, the only podcast that matters. We're coming to you, by the time you listen to this, on Monday, December 16th, 2024, the year of whoever you believe in. Why not? You got to believe in somebody while you're still here, right? Guy who just went to a funeral. I'm very excited to be bringing you all a brand new episode of my podcast, guys. This is episode 58 of the Sohile Ali Show, and we're going to be talking about so many things, including but not limited to news coming from college football, NFL legend, and chief cradle robber Bill Belichick is the new coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels football team. We'll talk about why and maybe get some good yucks out of that. Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark, is Time Magazine's 2024 Athlete of the Year. Very well deserved. Trump is welcomed by President Macron to Paris with a presidential pomp and joined by Zelensky as well. And we'll talk about why that guy needs to buy a suit with all the money the U.S. is sending him. Jeremy Allen White is joining the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, because he just loves being in stressful situations where, he needs Hans. And finally, the police arrested one Luigi Mangione, a man who can only be categorized as the son of an Italian restaurant owner or the guy that everyone's thirsting over, or maybe both. And we're going to talk about it. It's going to be a fun episode, man. We're going to keep it loose. We're going to keep it fun. We'll recap the week as we always do, tell you what I was up to last week. I want to hear what you guys were up to. Leave a comment below. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like this video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed already, I'm not mad. I'm just a little disappointed. But please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. Go ahead. Click it right now. Tap on it. I see it. Go ahead. There you go. Hit up. All right. Hey, and while you're at it, hit that bell icon to stay updated with all future uploads. We're having a good time, man. Join the family. Join the channel. It's going to be a great time. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, follow the show. Give us a 5-star rating. Really helps us out. And share it with a friend that you think might enjoy. So, here we go, man. Let's jump into the first headline and see what kind of fun we can have with this one. So, Bill Belichick set to become the new football coach for the North Carolina Tar Heels. So, basically, if you're in a sorority, look out. This guy, he's kind of gotten famous now for being in a relationship with a 24-year-old, 26-year-old girl. This guy's like 60 plus, I mean, winners win. No, it's crazy. I think it speaks more to the college football game than anything, right? That they're able to nab these guys just like he nabbed, someone out of his generation. It's crazy, dude. Let's look up how old Belichick is. Let's be honest. I think he's like 65. Was it 72? Holy shit, 72. Okay, so he's 72, and I believe he's dating a girl who is easily could be his granddaughter. And people have different opinions on this. We're at 24 years old. Wow. Lucky man. No, that's the thing too. It's like, all the people are like, this is disgusting, and it definitely has an element of that. But there's most guys, I would say, who hear this story, they're just kind of like, yeah, terrible. There's always like a gap of like, yeah, awful. Ew. No, I would never. No. Am I saying I'm a creep? No. I'm 26 going on 38 over here. But, love is love. Sure. Is it real? Absolutely. Should you, risk your career and getting canceled on it? That's up to you. But yeah, he's going to be coaching North Carolina football team, which is interesting because now, I was talking to somebody the other day, like college sports have become way more exciting than professional sports, because in a way, college sports are the new pro sports. They are getting paid huge sums of money. IU basketball players are being paid huge sums of money to absolutely shit the bed. You know what I mean? It is the new pro sports, college sports, and it's an interesting landscape. And he's going to be hiding in the landscape of the Chi Delta Delta row house with all the money they're giving him. But it's a pretty fun story. I want to know what you guys think. So let me know, comment below. Belichick, college, Tar Heels. He's gonna be hopefully bringing something. He's gonna find the Tom Brady. The underdog, the chip on his shoulder guy. He's gonna find the Tom Brady of North Carolina, and he's gonna have a little bit more of a tan, I guess. But Brady was pretty pale. Cool. Okay, keeping on the sports stuff. We keeping on the sports stuff. This is basically a sports podcast. Look out, Bill Simmons. Look out, Stephen A. Smith. Your boy's coming for your head. You kidding me? We keep up sports talk like this. Pat McAfee. Hey, indie legend Pat McAfee. I don't think so. No, McAfee's great. Caitlin Clark. Speaking of indie legends, Caitlin Clark is officially Time's 2024 Athlete of the Year. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool stuff. I mean, it took a girl to be so good. A woman. Let's be respectful. It took a woman to be so good at basketball, to be absolutely like streets ahead, the community people, of her contemporaries, of any other, people playing in her arena. It took a woman to be that good for people to finally be like, yeah, okay, maybe we should watch these girls shoot these hoops sometimes. And she's been ushering in a new generation of WNBA, obviously, and all that, selling out games, and people are actually excited for these games. And it's a cool thing, it's cool. It's good for college too. We have the Indiana women's team is always a great program to watch. Just the past year, they made the Sweet 16. Freaking men haven't sniffed the Sweet 16 since I don't think I was even around. So that's really cool, and it's just cool to see, the recognition, all that. She did a thing with David Letterman, by the way. I need to watch that. But David Letterman, indie legend. Yeah, I never saw him play basketball, but I'm sure he could shoot it up pretty well. He was pretty svelte in his day. He's always been svelte, am I saying? And Dave Letterman, just like Belichick, they like to, younger woman. But just saying, man, these get an internship at the show, you might end up getting a permanent position. I thought this was cool, Caitlin Clark, putting indie fever on the map, putting women's sports on the map. It's cool. Have I watched a single WNBA game? No. Am I going to? I don't know. How bored could I get? It's like the highlights are great, but this is also a problem because the NBA viewership is down significantly this year, which is, it's always kind of like that with crazy years where there's a lot of football, college football stories, a lot of things competing other than, 82 games of a regular season and this NBA Cup. To be honest with you, I could give a damn about, really NBA gets exciting in playoffs time, right? It's such a long season, 82 games, and then the playoffs start, but everyone just looks forward to the playoffs. But so that's kind of how it's become today. I'm just watching highlights of NBA games. And any WNBA footage I've seen has been against my will. I might occasionally look up a clip here and there, but let's be honest. Most of them are. All right. Speaking of getting canceled, so this was kind of fun. President-elect. You can see how much enthusiasm we have on this. We're getting it through. Here we go. Trump visited Macron in Paris last week with Zelensky. They all went there. They took about the most awkward bro photo of all time. All three of them just together, just no arms around each other, just straight down. I think maybe a thumbs up here and there, but just so much tension in that room, dude. So much tension. But the funny part was you look at Zelensky in this video. Look at Zelensky in this photo. With all the money that we're sending them, this guy can't get a damn J. Crew jacket. He looks like one of the crew or something. Like a photographer was like, "Hey, can you get in the shot real quick? We just want to see how just test the white balance real quick." Oh, sure, no problem. Fucking long sleeve black T-shirt, dude. He looks like the spies he's trying to catch, dude. He looks so just not political, which is it's cool. It's an interesting thing where he's like, yeah, man, I'm on the ground. We're fighting. It's a war. You know what I mean? And it definitely is one. But it's take a little bit of the money. Take a little bit of the money. Get yourself go to the men's warehouse in Kiev or whatever the hell is left. Get yourself a new suit there, sir. A zoot suit, a Zelensky suit, But maybe that's just kind of his whole vibe. The dude does so many podcasts and stuff. He's kind of doing an image. Hey, he was a comedian. He was a comedian. Gotta respect that, right? I'll tell you, it's funny. He was a comedian, and our next president, Trump, returning president, Trump is definitely a comedian in my opinion. He's. I was telling my grandma this yesterday at my cousin's birthday party. She doesn't speak English; she speaks Farsi, and but she watches the news. She always watches the news, and she's always just like let's see what happens with Trump. Like she's not against Trump, but she's definitely she's not for him either. But she's kind of like let's see, this guy's nuts. Let's see what he does. And I told her, I was like, Trump makes me laugh. He does. A lot of times it's very funny stuff. I'd be quoting pretty often. And if you watch the news or have seen this close before and you don't quote him often, either you're lying or you're just doing yourself a disservice, my friend. But yeah, that was a fun one. And yeah, what do you guys think? Comment below, let me know. Let's start a conversation in the comment section here. We are moving right along. Let's talk. Let's try and crack this thing open. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what happened at one McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Let's get into this. First of all, I just want to say I'm just so happy that because of all this, a town with a name like Altoona has made it on the map. That's just so good. Altoona, Pennsylvania, dude. What is he, fucking Bugs Bunny over here, dude? Fucking Roadrunner trying to get away. Hey, he tried. Drew the McDonald's and boom, it was a tunnel. Hit itself. But they caught him, right? So this was the story last week. You couldn't freaking go offline and not see this guy's face. This Italian this Italian hunk over here. I was saying something else. Those who know. This guy is and this is gonna be an interesting story. So what did I say? Police arrested the person of interest, Luigi Mangione, in the United Healthcare CEO's killing. By all accounts, it was him. They caught him with a backpack full with a ghost gun, the 3D printed gun. They caught him with the handwritten manifesto. First of all, handwritten. You gotta give it up to the handwritten manifesto, dude. In this day and age, you just chat GPT it. I give him props. He actually took the time to sit down, put pen to paper, and cook. So he had the manifesto on him. He had a nice backpack. Shout out to Peak Design. Nice backpack. And he was caught at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, dude. Like, that's... Honestly, if I was McDonald's, I would use that as an ad. You know what I mean? Like, how the McDonald's has, like, however many billions, trillions served. One person of interest served, no time he should serve. Something like that. This is how good is McDonald's. This is how good McDonald's is, that even when you're on the run of your life and you're trying to get away as far as possible, you get one state over and you're like, damn, dude, a McChicken with a hash brown and a Diet Coke for $1 would really hit right now, man. And then, obviously he's not driving a car, so skirt in there, pop in there, and then, those eyebrows, man, those eyebrows were just too strong. Strong eyebrows are a gift and a curse, right? My fellow follically... I apologize to the follically challenged who cannot relate to that. But, like I said, it can also be your demise. But this guy, man... Wow, absolutely incredible. Week, every day, the memes, unbelievable. There's so few great days. There are a handful of amazing, memorable days on Twitter. This week, all these days were definitely up there. Starting on Monday, I think it was, when they got him. And, I just think back to, when OJ died. What a day on Twitter. What a day. Just haymakers, the jokes, the memes, unbelievable. When the Queen died, unbelievable. I'm saying from a comedic perspective on Twitter. I'm not happy these things happened. I was a pretty big OJ fan, to be honest with you. I still wore his jersey. But this whole story, man, you got all the elements there. You got hunk, people calling him a hero, healthcare, billionaire, New York City, 3D printed, Ivy League. You got all the elements for a hell of a documentary that everybody's probably working on buying right now. And it's just unbelievable. This is going to be the trial of the century. It's going to be, forget Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, dude. This is going to be fucking OJ times a million, dude. This guy is going to be on there. And if they know what they're doing, they want to get the ratings up, get a nice 4K shot on him, good lighting, help him out there, fluff up the hair a little bit. And I'm telling you, man, this thing's going to break the YouTube live servers. I'll tell you that right now. But also his attorney is great, man. His attorney is a slick guy, very funny personality, a character of a guy. They asked him, what was your impression of your client? And he quoted Airplane. He's like, I remember the movie Airplane. I said, I don't do impressions. Anyway, the guy's doing jokes up there, man. It's hilarious. He's enjoying it. He's loving it. And we can't wait to see what happens. Do we support killers on this podcast? Absolutely not. We support killers on stage, killers of noble causes. But no, I cannot in my right mind condone murder. Unless it's necessary. We'll leave it at that. What else? Yeah, Jeremy Allen White. Jeremy Allen White joining Mandalorian Grogu, man. Cool. I like it. I just write it down. I pull up Deadline and Hollywood Reporter most days, and I just pull a headline and be like, hey, let's talk about this. So, the guy's going from the bear to the Yoda. This movie, I think, is coming out 2026, I believe. Mandalorian Grogu. That's going to be fun. Be fun to see what Jon Favreau cooks up for that. Yeah, 2026. 2026, it's coming out. Jeremy Allen White's going to be in it. Who else is going to be in it? Sigourney Weaver. Pedro Pascal, obviously. Johnny Cone. That sounds like a mob boss from the 50s. Johnny Cone's in it. I guess he's coming back to get revenge for Fredo. But yeah, just if I did see something funny, it was pretty cool. It was a guy shared a picture with him and Jeremy Allen White, and then he said Jeremy Allen White signed my notes app, and he just typed at the top Jeremy White. So he just fucking had a picture of him. Pretty good stuff. Okay, guys. Headlines. We got through that. We got through the trending topics. Let's see what we can talk about here. So give you all a recap of my week. Tell you all what I was up to, what I did, and this is kind of something we do every week, so I can kind of get these thoughts out there, let you all know what I was up to. And this past weekend, I had a great time hosting at the Comedy Attic here in Bloomington, Indiana. Got to host 4 shows, Friday and Saturday, for headliner Mike Fanoia out of New York City. Very funny guy, awesome guy. Really enjoyed his stuff. And we had a really special thing. We had 2 feature comics on these shows. Max Sorich from Chicago and Ben Katzner from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Hilarious guys, great guys. Be sure to follow all these guys on Instagram and go see their shows, man. If you're in Chicago, Minneapolis, New York, go see Mike when you can. He's hilarious, and it was cool. It was a cool time. We had on Saturday night back-to-back shows, right? The early show we had a party of 60 audience members that were IU Health Orthopedics people. Shout out to them from a audience perspective, not from the healthcare. You guys, no, you ranked pretty low. But they were crazy, man. It's like a group of 60 people all sitting next to each other, right? So they're already talking a lot before the show even starts. So we're just trying to figure out what are these guys. And I got up there and I did not know they were IU Health at all, right? Because I didn't ask. So, but I get up there, I'm hosting, start the show. And right in the beginning, I said, what the hell is going on over here? Fucking United Healthcare Christmas party? What's going on over here? And that did well, and they were fun about it, and they were pretty much. And it's this guy right here, he was the head guy. He looks like he denies a few claims right here. This guy, 1 out of 2, this guy denies 50%. But they were fun, and at the end of that show, the first show. So at the end of that show, But 4 comedians, me, the 2 features, and our headliner Mike. 4 comedians. Everyone had kind of talked to them a little bit, right, with the crowd. Learned about them, orthopedics. They had some fun with them. They were fun. They were great laughers, great crowd. So by the end of the show, when I closed the show out, I said, be sure to come back. See us soon. We got upcoming events. And I just want to say, if we learned anything from tonight, it's that if you need orthopedic support in the state of Indiana, go to Community Health. All right, have a good night, everybody. That had a nice little button at the end, tied it all together. Because F you, IU Health. No, I'm just kidding. I need you guys bad. I will see you in May for the appointment that I made to see, I think, a nurse practitioner. A doctor, sure. Just because my other doctor's completely screwing me. Not literally, although I wouldn't be against it. No. So that was fun. We had a good time at the shows, man. And with hosting sets, I try to keep things different. Try to do a different kind of set each show. So back to back, not do the exact same set. Just to try to keep things fresh, try to do things I'm excited about, get them going in different ways. And the late show we had on Saturday night was also very fun. There was a group of 40 people there who are apparently financial advisors, all of them working for a financial advisors company. So they were interesting to work. They were kind of fun in the beginning. And I don't like to do like a ton of crowd work in a host set because the headliner might want to do crowd work. And if everyone's already kind of talked, it kind of loses that freshness about it, that newness. So as host, you just kind of want to do your set, get them going, boom, get out, right? But the late show Saturday was particularly kind of tight in the beginning. So I thought, let's just crack these guys open. Let's find out what they're doing. Talk to the 40 table, talk to these guys over here, they're kind of a little spread out. So just trying to bring everybody together, just trying to bring them together. But I want to know, if you're a comedian, if you're a comic, and you host shows, and you're, figuring out what works for you, I want to know. Please comment below, what is your kind of go-to with hosting? Do you just go straight into material? Do you like to do some crowd work? Do you like to do a mix of both? I'd love to hear that, what your approach is, because I'm still trying to figure it out, man, and we're figuring it out together, you know what I mean? Also, last week, I had the great pleasure of going to the IU Cinema, a great movie showroom here on IU's campus with my dad, and we saw The Godfather Part 2. Amazing experience. That is the room to see a movie in, and it's certainly a film like that because it gets super dark. The sound is great. The seats are solid. The screen, it's not the biggest screen, it's not like, even like an AMC size, but it's good quality. It's very good quality screen. Really enjoyed that, and a good experience for me and my dad. He loves those movies, favorite movies. But I'll tell you this right now. Godfather Part 2, you better sit the hell down and buckle up and start that a little early and have your coffee. The showtime was at 7 o'clock. The movie is 3 hours and 22 minutes long. That was about the latest I've ever sipped on a coffee in my life. I had a coffee at like 6 just to be like, dude, because you work a full day, you're getting through it, and you're like, I am going to pass out. But no, we stuck in it, man, and it was a good time. So shout out to IU Cinema and all the people there. Do a great job. We are going to do everyone's favorite segment, and by everyone I mean just me, because I'm the only one who made it this far. But it's called WTD Joke or New Jokes, because anytime I have a new joke idea or something I think could be a joke or a bit, write it down on my phone in my Google Keep app, WTD Joke, and then just write out whatever the hell came to mind. And I'm going to do that with you all here. Take this opportunity to talk through things, air out bits. Just to talk them out usually helps me before I try and do it in front of strangers on a stage and fall on my face and embarrass myself. So let's see what we got here. Those were 2 tags. Okay, so I wrote down, people don't say homeless. Right. Like the new thing now is to say unhoused people. Right. Dude, don't make it 2 words. You can. I'm not like, my argument is not efficiency. My argument is just like, yeah, they're homeless. No, they're unhoused people. I don't own a home. I'm technically homeless. You know what I mean? I'm unhoused. Are you a housed person? Is that the thing? I don't know. I don't even know what I was trying to say here. Like homeless, they are people without homes. Do they own homes? No. Do I own a home? No. Technically, I'm homeless. I'm a rented person. I'm out here renting. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't see the problem with homeless, I guess is my point. I don't know. Like, it's, what are we, unhoused, what's the residentially challenged, street folk, bums. I'm just saying, like, what, homeless has a bad connotation. Like, hey, man, does he have an address? He can't just put this part of the street. You know, that part's Gary's. No, he's homeless. I don't know, man. Like, it's like, why do I feel that way? I feel this way because I feel like it's just an unnecessary way of trying to show you care. Does that make sense? Like, oh, no, they're unhoused people. Okay, yeah. Well, what are you doing to help? You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm out here. I'm not Mother Teresa out here. You know what I mean? But I don't, like, I'm sure someone's had this, but I don't think their problem was how we were referring them. I don't think their problem was how we referred to them. I think their problem is the fact that we ignore them entirely. I mean, that's not fun. It's trying to make a point here. I'm not laughing at, oh, haha, homeless. No. But if there's a point here, I will find that a funny thing. Okay. That is not going to be good, but we're going to try it anyway. What's going on here? I was going to open up a set after all this, you know, the Luigi stuff, and just be like, man, can a guy just visit New York anymore? Can a guy just have a nice meal at McDonald's anymore? Can a guy just go to McDonald's with his 3D printed gun and a thing? Can he just live his life, for God's sakes? Free my man. Enjoy a nice meal. But let's see what else we got here. I'm just happy. Yeah, we talked about the Altoona thing. Cartoon-ass town. Okay, this is, oh, God. Okay. Oh, my God. If this thing is not banned and shadow banned and all that, I mean, language, profanity, this channel is not monetized. You know that better than anyone. But, okay. You see these stories of, like, teachers having sex with their students, right? Which I'm like, first of all, no. But, like, also, why would the teachers want to have sex with students? They suck. They probably suck at having sex. They're not good at it. What? One, it's illegal. Two, it wouldn't be good. It just wouldn't be good. You know what I mean? Oh man, like they definitely suck. Unless like a stud of a kid and he's gone through like 10 teachers. So much of this stuff, it starts as like, I don't even want to say this at all, and it probably shouldn't be said. But there's like a feeling here. There's something I'm trying to get to here that I believe in, at least for now, to get there. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys. If you're still listening, still watching, thank you so much. Definitely comment below. Still here at 28 minutes, and I'll definitely Venmo you. I'll hit you up for that. But no, I appreciate it very much. We're going to wrap up here with the final things, which is just upcoming shows. So we're going to talk about those. I don't have a ton going on around here for the rest of the year, but coming up to start the year, we will talk about that. Where the hell are we going? So to see all my upcoming shows, it's sohile.com/shows. I'll be closing out the Planet of the Tapes open mic in Louisville, Kentucky on Monday, December 30th at 8 o'clock p.m. The open mic is always a great time, and I can't wait to close it out, do a bit of a longer set, and see all the Louisville homies there on Monday, December 30th, and I can't wait for it. But guys, that's it for the episode. I really appreciate you all listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing to this channel. It's been a fun time, man. We're closing out in the year. We've had a fun time this year, putting out episodes. We still got a couple more to go for the year, and I really appreciate everybody who's supported, watched, took the time, and I really do appreciate it. So enjoy the start of your week. Try to slow this month down, enjoy it, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Real quick before you click away, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment below, and subscribe for all future videos. Hit that bell icon to be notified for all uploads. Have a good one.